This week's robotics research points to a shift beyond brittle demonstrations. Robots can plan deformable body motion faster, judge progress from trajectory history when reality drifts off distribution, and connect policies to new environments without rebuilding the software stack each time. That matters because useful autonomy depends less on one impressive model than on the full-loop planning, feedback, recovery, and deployment. From Qwen3VL, base reward models, to OpenVLA, Pi 0.5, and GR0T deployments, we'll examine what is becoming more scalable and where the remaining failures still hide. Let's explore the first paper, FlexWorm Primitive Augmented Hybrid Contact Motion Planning for Suction-Based Multi-Segment Deformable Robots. FlexWorm introduces a hybrid contact motion planner for suction-based, multi-segment deformable robots navigating complex 3D surfaces without hand-designed gates. Its core blockwise IK hybrid search, or IKHS, decomposes the robot at adhesion anchors, searches discrete suction mode transitions, and solves reduced inverse kinematics only for free body blocks while enforcing screw-theoretic deformation, signed distance field collision and adhesion constraints, and a gravity-conditioned quasi-static feasibility polytope. Primitive Augmented Hybrid Search, or PAHS, accelerates this process by retrieving 4-step validated motion primitives from a learned dual-tower 16D embedding, then refining them with IK and falling back to IKHS when retrieval fails. A library built from 1,500 rollout episodes contained about 6,000 primitives. Across 60 simulation tasks, PAHS matched IKHS with 20 success in each of 3 scenarios, while reducing mean planning time from 16.0 seconds to 1.5 seconds and mean execution steps from 55.7 to 43.7 without increasing deformation cost. Learned retrieval achieved 87.9% hit rate in seen environments and 80.5% in unseen environments, outperforming random and pooled PCA embeddings. Hardware tests on a 2-segment pneumatic robot achieved 9, 10 planar obstacle avoidance successes and 8-10 transitions onto a 45-degree slope, with online recovery from adhesion and actuation errors. Experiments ran using iPopt, Casati, PyBullet, Open3D, and an NVIDIA RTX 4070. Let's explore the second paper, Robodopamine 2.0 History, Conditioned and OOD-Aware Process Reward Modeling for Robotic Manipulation. Robodopamine 2.0 is a process reward model for refining vision-language action policies when robotic manipulation leaves the demonstration distribution. Instead of judging static before and after images, it conditions pairwise progress predictions on ordered temporal context. Same episode, expert history during training, observed rollout history online, and source-aligned successful reference panels for synthetic OOD queries while preserving the edited endpoints. Its OOD-aware signed progress space assigns positive values to valid states, identical values to robustness-preserving changes such as occlusion or distractors, and negative branch values to failures including wrong object interaction, empty grasps, and non-release, while also representing recovery. The signed hop curriculum trains coarse global ordering before fine calibration and replays 25% large transition pairs. Using Qwen3VL 8 billion, Robocasa, Libero, and Agibot world data, history panels raise mean VOC from 0.967 to 0.986, and OOD robust VOC from 0.906 to 0.958. Under a fixed 400,000 pairwise budget, curriculum training reaches 0.9872 mean VOC versus 0.9858 for shuffled sampling. Frozen reward model potentials then shape downstream RL. The full condition achieves 86.8% mean RoboTwin success and 71 successful insertions out of 80 real-world attempts. The model also records 96.1% task completion classification accuracy, exceeding GPT 5.5, Claude Opus 4.8, and Gemini 3 Pro on that evaluation, although this discrete metric is separate from VOC. Let's explore the third paper, X Policy Lab, a unified standard and open ecosystem for robot policy evaluation and deployment. X Policy Lab introduces a unified standard for evaluating and deploying heterogeneous robot policies, replacing the pairwise O&M integration problem with reusable policy adapters and environment clients whose scaling is O(n plus m). Its contract standardizes multimodal observations, joint and end effector actions, stateful inference, action chunks, batching, and episode resets without constraining model architectures or training objectives. A dependency-isolated policy server communicates with simulator or robot clients through WebSocket RPC and message pack, allowing native stacks for models such as OpenVLA, Pi 0.5, and GR0TN 1.7 to run locally or on remote GPUs, while environments retain their own simulator and control software. The ecosystem integrates 42 policies across VLA, world action, diffusion, memory augmented, and imitation learning families, and the same adapters operate across RoboTwin, RoboDojo Simulation, and RoboDojo Real Evil. In a within-subject study with 6 engineers, connecting Pi 0.5 to RoboDojo required over 5 hours from scratch, 2 hours with the manual standard, and 30 minutes when machine-readable agent skills guided cursor with Opus 5. The skills also support coding agents, such as Claude Code and Codex. On RoboTwin, FastWAM achieved the highest clean success rate at 77.8%, but only 1.9% under randomization, highlighting that the infrastructure improves reproducibility and portability rather than policy capability itself. That's a wrap on today's AI paper highlights. Thanks for watching.